Dorothea Elizabeth Orem was born on July 15, 1914, in Baltimore, Maryland. She was a nursing theorist and known for being the creator of the self-care deficit nursing theory. She had one older sister named Monica, a stay-at-home mother, and a construction worker as a dad. Even at a young age, Orem loved the idea of becoming a nurse.
Hot one out there, Leah.
Hi, dear. How was your day?
Miserably hot.
Set the table, honey. Your dad's probably very hungry.
Those cookies sure look good.
Well, they're your favorites.
Yes, they are.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, honey. How was your day today?
Oh, good. We had a nurse come in today, and I think I want to be a nurse.
Really?
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh, honey, can you imagine with her grades?
That would be spectacular.
Along with receiving her Master of Science in Nursing Education in 1945, Orem was awarded many different honorary doctoral degrees from many different universities. Throughout all of her studies, Orem published the self-care deficit theory of nursing in 1971. This theory is made of three basic components: self-care, deficit, and nursing systems. Self-care is when people maintain life, health, and well-being all on their own. Deficit is when people have a bit of limitations and need nurses' help. Nursing is formed when nurses have to do basically everything because the patient can't perform many tasks on their own. For example, nursing systems can be demonstrated when patients are in the hospital and nurses have to do basic tasks like brushing their hair for them. Although it seems easy for us, it can be very difficult for them.
I had a stroke and the right side of my body's affected. Can you brush my hair for me? Because I usually do it with my right hand.
You know, I can actually show you how to do it with your left hand if you'd like, and then if somebody's not here, you're able to do it for yourself and everything. So, I'm going to take this clip out for you. Alright.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, it is. Alright. And then, go ahead and give me your left hand. And if you can, I'll flip it over for you. Got it? Okay.
Oh, that's so much better.
And you'll just feel so much better about yourself, being able to take care of yourself and not needing anybody.
Deficit can be portrayed when patients are using a walker to help them walk. Although technically they are walking, they still need that little bit of push to help them on their way.
Anything else, or, I'm going to go ahead and go, but did you need anything else for them in here?
Is physical therapy coming?
Yeah, she should actually be here any second,
Good,
Renee.
because I have to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay, good. Well, at least you're going to the bathroom then, so she's right over there.
Oh, I'm happy to see you. I have to go to the bathroom.
My name's Renee. I'm here to help you learn how to use this walker, and we're going to teach you how to get out of bed. You ready for that?
Well, I'm a little scared.
Well, you know what? We're going to take it easy, and we're going to go nice and slow. So the first thing I'm going to do is sit you up. Okay?
Oh.
Sit up. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel good.
Okay. Then we can have you move your legs over to the side.
Oh, do you need this wire here? Can you take it off?
Take care of that.
Okay. Ow!
I'm only a physical therapist. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm going to uncover your legs. Sleep carefully, and let's place this right here. And you're going to push yourself up off that bed. Straight up. Ooh, how do you feel?
Dizzy.
Dizzy? Okay. I don't want you to move. I want you to stay still for a minute. You can hang on to this for some support. Hang on. You still feel dizzy? No?
No.
Okay. How about you move this forward just an inch. That's all. And then you're going to take a little step into it. Perfect. Move it forward just a couple inches, not too far. And take a little step in. Okay. You're going to go this direction. Whoops. Now you're going to turn yourself. Turn yourself. Nice and carefully. All right. take it up an inch and move into it.
And lastly, self-care can be portrayed when patients no longer need a nurse's help and can live their life independently.
All right, you're doing so much better. We're getting discharged. You have to go home. Oh, good.
Well, you did really well, and you're all ready to go. Thank you. Here's your discharge papers and so forth. And there's a paper in here. Here's my number. If you have any questions at home, feel free to call. And we're right there, a phone call away, okay?
Oh, thank you.
All right. You're all ready to go? Okay, let's see you do it, girl.
Good job.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Safe trip home.
Come back and visit.
You got the air conditioning on.
Bye.
The basic theory is that all patients want to care for themselves, and they're able to recover more quickly and holistically when they're able to perform their own self-care tasks as much as they're able to. Here are some tips in which you can perform your own self-care right at home. Don't eat a whole pizza by yourself, because trust me, you will regret it. Do grow your own garden and eat the vegetables that you grew all by yourself. Don't sit on your couch and eat potato chips all day long. Do work out at home and push your body to make it stronger. Don't sit in your basement playing video games all day in the dark. Do go on a bike ride at your local park. That way you can get some fun exercise. When you hang out with friends, don't do things like drinking alcohol and smoking. Instead, play around with a ball. Or you could even go out on a walk at your local park. If you don't want to take our word for it, then here's Dorothea Orem herself to tell us more about her theory.
Hello, I'm Dorothea Orem. I'm here to talk to you about my theory of self-care deficit, because as nurses, that is usually when you're going to see a patient, when there is a self-care deficit. In the beginning, we talked about the different parts of my theory, but today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the self-care deficit part of the theory. When the patient comes in, we determine what is wrong with the patient, how much assistance they need, how much care they need, and there are different components to the care. Wholly compensatory is when the nurse has to do everything for the patient. That could be someone who has had a stroke or is unconscious. They can't even take care of their basic needs, and they might have to be fed. They may have to have assistance even with breathing. Someone who needs to be partly compensated would be able to do some of the work for themselves, and the nurse would have to assist them. And then the other role that a nurse plays is supportive and educating. Constructively watching as the patient performs tasks that they may need to develop in order to take care of themselves in their lives, and giving feedback and guidance. Now, this all might sound rather familiar to you, because part of this process is assessment and writing a nursing plan and implementation. We all learned this in nursing school, and it shouldn't surprise you that my theory is a model for very many of the nursing schools, especially the nursing school programs in the associate degree area. Let's see, I wanted to tell you that my theory is still relevant today, and it's going to become even more relevant in the future. I don't know if you understand this or not, but I did pass away in 2007. I'm just back here to give you a little bit of feedback and let you know about some of my predictions. At one point, I did tell someone that I didn't think I'd get full credit for my theories until probably 50 years after I had written them. Well, it's coming on 50 years now, and I think you're going to see that my theories are as relevant today as they were when I came up with them in 1971. I have some research here, some from Australia, where a cardiac rehab nursing unit is aligning their practice to theory. They looked at my theory to find out what they were doing wrong, or how they could improve their unit is really a better way to put it. And they found, I'll tell you, they concluded that there was a lack of conceptual alignment between the nurse's expectations of providing nursing care and the roles required to meet patient needs. And they thought my theory was a pretty good way to get realigned, and they actually adopted my practice development as their educational framework to meet their own educational needs and support. Also, this is a study that came from the United States. It's talking about the future, what we're going to be having with the Affordable Care Act and some of those changes. It's going to be more focus on preventive, more focus on education, and as Miss Susan Luck writes in her article, Changing the Healthcare of Our Nation, the Role of Nurse Coaches, Dorothea Orem's self-care model views the relationship of nurse and patient as interactive with the promotion of health, well-being, self-care based on individuals' capacities. So as she understands, there's going to be even more focus in the future on self-care and on teaching, which is a really important part of my model. And the last even comes from Brazil. In Brazil, they found that my self-care theory helped nurses when they were working with people with hypertension, helped them to teach, and it helped them to help people to change lifestyle patterns. So there's a lot about me that's still relevant, and I just wanted to point out that in the future there's going to be more emphasis on case management, on discharge teaching and planning, transitional care. There's going to be the important role of the nurse and the relationship that the nurse has with the client as far as trust and guidance and teaching. And as preventive care becomes more important, better management of chronic conditions become more important. The teaching role is paramount to all the changes that are coming down the way with the Affordable Care Act. So I just want to tell you that today I'm still as relevant as I was in the past. Thank you.